Welcome everybody, this is Justin W. Smith on Big Sky Peace and Rips, and today we are going to go back in time, somewhat in our time, to open this SkyBox Impact 1997. As a teenager, I was into football quite a bit, and this brand has been my favorite. As you know, in 96, 97, we had the SkyBox Z-Force for the NBA, and this is the NFL version, SkyBox Impact 97. Big work done fan. There's a couple good players from the time I wouldn't mind, picking up, and you do have a chance to get one of these autographs in there. So we're going to go ahead and give this a start and pick it up and see what we can get out of here. From 1997, Blast from the Past. I'm excited about this. This is partially my childhood here, and we're going to do it this way, like you would see it back in shelves of Shopko and Kamida and all the other stuff. So yeah, it's just like going to the store and seeing them for the first time, and we're just going to start from the top. And they do feel like they're a little stuck, so we're going to have to crunch them a little bit. They've been sitting since 97. I assume there's going to be some crunching, They're actually beautiful cards. A good start off with Corey Dillon, one of the best running backs to play the game, in my opinion. And that's awesome. Got Darren Gordon, Ohio State great Robert Smith. Definitely don't have many of his cards, believe it or not. And then we got Steve Young. And then we got the boss, Troy Aikman. Jim Everett. I actually collect him. I have an autograph or two of his, so that's cool. And for the Jaguar PC, only 2 years in, we got Mr. Tony there, so nothing wrong with that. William Thomas. So next pack. Yeah, a little crunchy though, so you never know. Trying to break it up before I open it kind of helps a little bit, so they're not sticking as you're pulling around a little bit. Next, Barry Sanders. That's a good one. Robert Jones. Ty Detmer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Eric Pegram. Kevin Carter, he was one of the best at his position, man. He was a beast. Conway for the Chicago Bears. Dave Maggett. And we got Wheelson. Might be a J to the B card, since he's a collector of the FSU. So I might just throw that in his stack before I send his box off. Alright, a little crunchy, sorry guys. It's just easier. Hopefully the big cards are not too crunchy, if you know what I mean. Hugh Douglas, Antoine Smith, that's cool. Definitely enjoyed his game. Johnny Morton. Derek Holmes. Michael Hayes. Mark Brunell. Centers, Larry Centers. You got the Orlando Page from the Ohio State Buckeyes, is a Hall of Famer. Take that all day. All right, next pack. Yeah, unfortunately, cards, when they sit, they're made to open. That's how I always been, but I'm actually happy to go back to 97, even though they're stick. There's work done right on the top. Yeah, that's the guy you want. That's the guy I collect, and he was one of my favorite back in 97 for sure, so pretty awesome. Even though I have it, it's fun to always pull it in the pack, you know what I mean? Jackie Harris, Ray Lewis. It's the second year, I believe. Jerry Rice. just sticky. Sorry, guys. Jerry Rice. Squeeze these down here a little bit. Sorry. And then we got Eric Kramer, Jeff Graham, Colorado Buffaloes, Chris Noel, John Mobley, Denver Broncos. Yeah. Crunch, crunch. Like I said, cards are made for open. I've noticed in the first release Prism cards, people open those, and they're starting to stick. So, depending on where you live and the climate, that's what I would say. Cards are made to open. There's a Kansas City rookie. Never did make it very far. Got Reggie White. Steve Atwater, another good guy. Herman Moore, most underrated wide receiver. You don't hear his name much, but he's definitely good. And definitely in my collection. Lamont Warren. Advertisement. Derek Alexander. For one particular Vikings fan that I'll be sending that with his cards. Chicago Bears, Autry, I think it's Darnell Autry, yeah. For the probably 2 balls or better one collection, Jeff George. Alright, next pack. Hey, crunchy crunch. The packs themselves feel good, but once you get into them, they're just a little bit sticky. They've just been sitting so long. And that's the risk by buying old cards. And then Darren Gordon. Even when they're backwards, they don't mean nothing backwards, really. Not in the 90s. There's Brian Blades. He was pretty decent. Jermaine Lewis, Chris Chandler, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I actually collect him. That's a good one. Brian Cax for the Bears. Jeff Blake. And Ken Dilger. Other than that, still fun. You never know what you get inside, for sure. Of these, got rest in peace Terry Glenn from Ohio State Buckeye, one of the players that got me to be a fan of the Ohio State Buckeyes. So awesome card. Bryant Westbrook, Tony Banks. He was pretty good back then, really. There's Mike Allstott. Tyrone Hughes. Jim Harbaugh, now a coach. Mel Gray. Take those up a little bit so they're not as sticky. Got Charles Johnson for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sean Dawkins. Tony Baselli. Leonard Russell, Steve Air McNair on the balls, embossed. As you can see, the little texture on it's pretty neat. Another Ohio State great, Chris Carter. Another great legend, Michael Irvin. I think that's it, yep. And then they got Henard Lang. All right. Rookie of Tony Gonzalez, a Hall of Famer. Actually, not too bad at sticking or anything, so it's already turned out pretty good. So that's awesome. Got legend Rod Woodson. The year after, Charles Woodson. And then there's a checklist. Rick Meyer, Drew Bledsoe's draft class. Drew Bledsoe being the best quarterback out of that for sure. But he was still kind of fun to watch in a way. Tyrone Wheatley. Advertisement. Another John Randall for ripping packs for you. Marshall Faulk. Another good card. And then we got Daryl Russell. All right, another pack going there. Let's see, you can pull some real good stuff. And in my last box, I pulled a couple nice. I hit an autograph and a case hit, so hopefully there's at least one of those in here. This is retail, not hobby, so this retail is still fun, but there is a lot of base. Marvin Harrison Sr., so that's cool. Terrence Mathis, Troy Aikman. Little sticky here from here on. Another Mike Allstott. Some of them you got to be kind of careful too, because some of them actually are raves, which they have a number right here. So when the video is over, I'm going to double check and make sure. Vinny Testaverde, Eric Swan, Riddell Anthony. All right, next pack. Willie Davis starting out with. And we got a rookie of Jake Plummer. Muhsin Muhammad, that's a good one. Second year. Team second year, I should say. Bert Emanuel. Keenan McCardale. He was good too. Kajana Carter, another injury-prone guy. It's too bad. He could have had a heck of a career, but he had some knee problems. Still one of my favorite Penn State running backs, but I still collect him. So, Anami Toomer. And then we got Kevin Lockett for J to the B's collection, I think. Nope, Kansas City Chiefs. My bad, I thought it was Cowboy. So, it'll be going to the Kansas City box. And then, another Crunchy Crunch. Cards are made to open. Just remember, they're always made to open. There's no sense of having them sit and rot. And we got Peter Bolivar. That would be another J to the B collection, it looks like. And he was a beast. Man, he was awesome. And we got another Charles Johnson. And we got Eddie Kennison. Eddie Kennison was pretty good. It was fun to watch anyways. And then we got Tony Martin, Rob Moore, John Elway. Kind of fun. It's kind of fun product, really. And then we got Terrell Davis, who is a legend in his own way, too. He is a Hall of Famer. And Irving Fryer. All right, we're getting close to the last 4, 5, 6 packs, something like that, but we're getting there. They do have acetate cards in here. Those are sweet. So back in 97, those were my favorite. And that's one of the main reasons I get these, and plus the rave cards. Dave Brown. Looks like Jermaine Mack. Stan Humphries. Chris Warren. Eddie George for those Ohio State Buckeyes. Tennessee Oilers. Houston Oilers. That's how I think of them. Now they're the Texans. Arenas Williams. Neil Smith. And then we got Edgar Bennett for the Kyle card stack. All right. Maybe we'll get a nice case hit pack card for Kyle too, huh? Something like that. Oh, there comes a die cut. I'm a sucker for die cuts. Hopefully it's a good die cut. And it's kind of stuck, so hopefully it's not damaged. Marco Coleman. Dorsey Levens for Kyle card stack. Nitro Means. And looks like a card behind it before we get to the die cut. James Asher. And then, oh, that's a perfect Sean Springs die cut from Ohio State Buckeyes, so that's pretty sweet. I don't have that one, but that's pretty sweet. But yeah, look at that. It's just a little die cut. It's so neat, and it's kind of got texture too, so you can kind of feel a texture on top of the card too as well. You can kind of see it. But yeah, it's Sean Springs. That's an awesome PC hit. Brad Johnson, ripping packs for you. Vikings. Shannon Sharp. And then we got Jamie Sharper for Baltimore Ravens, who used to be the Cleveland Browns. All right, a couple crunchies in there still. Looks like there's about 4 packs left. Actually been fun. I really enjoyed it. Just wish they weren't so stuck in something, but it's pretty fun. And we got a Kansas City Chiefs. It looks like Kimball Anders. Brett Pyramin, Tim Biaka-Batuka, also known as Shungamanga Biaka-Batuka. He's a Michigan Wolverine, one of the best running backs for Michigan program, and didn't turn out as well for Carolina, but still one of my favorite players from those 90s. Still collect him. Simeon Rice, and he was good too. Rice was decent. Let's see, it's this little stuck. In the back of it's Jake Reed, which Jake Reed was a monster. He was a great tight end for sure. And then we got Mario Bates, also known as Mario. Bam Morris, bam bam boom. He was good. Sean Springs, Ohio State Buckeye. That's awesome. I'll take that. I'm pretty light on Sean Springs, believe it or not. So he was pretty good cornerback. But like I said, Eddie George and Terry Glenn were the reasons why I became a Buckeye fan, so everything else is bonus. I Killard. Let's see, who else is this here? Darren Gordon, James Stewart, Kyle Brady, another checklist, Rod Smith, he was good, probably one of the most underrated wide receivers out there. Greg Hill for the Kansas City Chiefs, that goes into the cheese pile. Terry Battle for Detroit Lions. All right, down to the last 2 packs. So far I haven't got any case hits, short prints, or autographs yet, so hopefully one of these 2 packs has that. I did get the die cut, which is sweet, PC, but it is retail, so retail was definitely kind of hard to get some good stuff, but it's still, you know, you could get some good stuff. So Joey Galloway, Ohio State Buckeye. Frank Sanders, Emmitt Smith for the running backs. There's a Cordry Esmail. Goes to the ripping packs for you. Kevin Hardy, Derek Alexander, and Danny Wolfen. And last pack, we'll see if there's a case hit, autograph, or anything like that in here. Because sometimes, just like in the 90s, you're not guaranteed an autograph, but you can get one, and sometimes they're pretty neat to get. Cedric Shaw for the Patriots, Greg Lloyd, Terry Allen, Todd Collins. Looks like Cedric Shaw for the Patriots. Deion Sanders, Napoleon Kaufman, and Robert Brooks for Kyle Card's stack. All right, that was 1997 SkyBox Impact. You know, it was to me, it would be called a bust box, but it still was fun to rip open and kind of go back in the past a little bit. There was a couple, you know, basic little inserts, nothing big, nothing really big out of this whole thing, but I am going to double check and make sure there's no rave on the back of it. I believe they're only numbered to 150, so I'll double check those out. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.